Claudia's smile faded as Elias whispered, "You saw everything." She stiffened, avoiding the watching crowd. Narration. He felt the room protect her again, a familiar sting. "It was a mistake," she murmured. He didn't argue. His silence made her look away first. Claudia laughed softly, pretending nothing was wrong. "It's only a little spill," she said, but her voice shook. Elias answered quietly, "It's not the spill." Narration. The room paused, hearing dignity where they expected silence in that moment. Claudia's smile trembled. "Why are they staring?" she whispered. Elias didn't answer, only watching her unravel. Narration says her charm slipped, exposing a fear she'd never let anyone see before in that quiet moment. Elias turned toward her husband and said, "You were waiting on my signature." The man froze. Claudia whispered his name, but he avoided her eyes. Narration notes how Elias's calm shifted the room, making everyone sense the deal slipping away before anyone dared speak that night. Claudia smiled at a young intern, saying, "Try to be less intimidating." Elias remembered every glance that dismissed him. Narration. Each slight had built him quietly, sharpening patience into power. "They never noticed," he murmured to himself, "but I did." A reporter leaned close, whispering, "She's done this before." The server's hands shook. "I saw everything. I'm sorry." An old board member muttered, barely audible, "If he walks, the empire cracks." Narration. The whispers spread like wildfire, each voice unraveling loyalty that had once protected her arrogance. A guest whispered into their phone, "Did you see that?" Notifications pinged silently. "It's everywhere now," another said. Narration. The videos spread without fanfare, whispers turning into scrutiny. People paused, glanced at screens, and for the first time, questioned the power and privilege they had once blindly admired. Elias sat, sleeve damp, eyes tracing the gala's fading lights. Every slight, every word ignored, he whispered to himself. Narration. His calm wasn't resignation, it was precision. Tomorrow's signature could undo decades of silence. "It's more than a deal now," he murmured, letting the weight of purpose settle quietly. Claudia's heels clicked nervously. We just want to clarify." Elias raised a hand, voice even. "Clarify what, Claudia? That spilling wine is playful? Or that dismissing others has been invisible until now?" A PR agent whispered urgently, "Stick to the statement." He turned slowly, eyes scanning the cameras. "No statement needed. Actions speak." Narration. Every practiced smile faltered. Every whispered plan froze. Claudia's hands shook, her composure slipping under the lights. She muttered, It wasn't intentional." Elias shook his head. "Intentions don't erase history, or the pattern, or the arrogance everyone else learned to ignore." A board member shifted uncomfortably, glancing at colleagues. "If he moves on this..." Elias didn't answer. He simply said quietly, "This ends now." The room went still. Claudia's legacy, once polished, now cracked in silence. Elias placed the pen down, slow, deliberate. A board member whispered, He actually did it." Claudia's voice faltered. "You can't." Elias looked up, calm. "I can. I must." Her husband's hand tightened on the table. "This isn't over." Elias's eyes met his. "It is, for now." Narration. The room held its breath. No gasps, no shouting, just the quiet fracture of power. Claudia's smirk dissolved, leaving only the weight of realization. A young executive muttered under his breath, "I never thought..." Claudia's lips pressed together. The empire she'd built on fear and charm trembled before the quiet authority of dignity. Elias gathered his papers. "Consider this a reset, one that respects no shortcuts. no excuses. The Mercer's silence said more than words ever could. Claudia sat in the dim light, phone trembling in her hands. Her daughter's message glared at the screen. "Mom, why did you do that?" A headline caught her eye. Boardroom Microaggressions exposed, Claudia Mercer under fire. She whispered to herself, it was just a joke. Her neighbor walked by, eyes averted, a small shake of the head. Narration. Every photo, every gala, every laugh now felt like a lie she'd built her life upon. Claudia's husband cleared his throat softly. This is getting serious. She looked up, voice broken. I didn't mean... Silence filled the room, heavier than any rebuke. Claudia scrolled further. The world outside whispered, and she realized her empire's shield had cracked. Her daughter's unanswered text blinked again. She couldn't hide from it, couldn't explain it, and for the first time, she felt the quiet weight of all she had ignored. Elias stepped into the plant, sleeves still damp from the gala, voice low as he greeted the first few employees. "Good morning," he said, calm but deliberate. They nodded, hesitation melting into quiet admiration. One worker murmured, We respect how you handled it." He didn't smile. "I did what I had to." Narration. Every glance, every whispered acknowledgement reminded him power doesn't always shout. Sometimes it moves silently, reshaping respect. From the balcony, he watched the community below, families, colleagues, neighbors, all seeing him not as a challenger, but as someone reclaiming dignity. A junior manager approached. "Sir, the town is talking differently now. People are thinking." Elias's eyes softened. Then maybe the lesson isn't mine to teach. It's theirs to feel. The wind shifted, and the plant's hum felt steady, like a heartbeat. Justice hadn't roared. It had merely refused to kneel.